And we are live at Firebirds Stadium for a GMC matchup. The Mason Comets coming to Lakota West High School to face your Firebirds. The goalies crossed. It's Ethan Peters in cage for the Firebirds and Chase Harpold in cage for the Comets. We'll have our opening face-off. It's Jackson Miser going up against Tristan Newhouse. The Comets go with a two-man rotation at face-off with Newhouse and Colin Young, so we will see both of them taking reps today. And we are just about underway. Zanoni and Hall on Miser's wings. Tyler Hall goes for it, misses the first time ground ball. And he gets it behind his own goal. Moves it up to Egbert. Egbert to Prohaska, misses, but it's in and out of a Mason player's stick. It's with Jake Zanoni. Now West gets the first settled possession. It's with Tyler Hall. Over to Dean. This West team on a bit of a skid right now. Lost 6-18 to Centerville on Saturday. A rough loss in the battle for the paddle, but looking to come off of a strong JV performance. JV nearly beat the powerhouse.
You okay? Yeah. Why?
West has it settled here. Clayton Annis with the dodge. Cuts to the middle, falls, no flag, and it's going the other way. Held by Newhouse for now. Now it's back with Harpold. He got the pass from Cam Edsall. Over with Peter Marietta. Recently got his 100th career goal. Congratulations to Peter. Nobody on Eli Natorp right now. Prohaska gets over, and Mason swinging it around for their first real possession of the day. Up with Jacob Lupinski for a big dodge. Tries to bowl over Greg Joseph. Pass to the middle. No good. A good look for Quinn Riley. Riley this season has 18 goals and 13 assists. A nice, well-rounded player. Those 13 assists are good for number 7 in the conference. Mason, good ball movement. Skip pass. That was to Tyler Lupinski. Shot, no good. It's backed up by Jeffrey Pitcher. This Mason team has been cruising this season, a 12-3 record. Their only losses to perennial power Olentangy Liberty, as well as Dublin Jerome just this last week, and Detroit Central Catholic. So only 2 losses in the state of Ohio this season for Mason. They're looking to make a state title push.
This morning at 3 and 4 and 6.
Shot saved. Ethan Peters saves the shot from Jeffrey Pitcher. And now coming the other way. Tyler Hall on the doorstep. He finds Liam Deemer. Deemer gets backed out. Now it's with Corcoran. West just swinging it around. Earlier this season when these teams met at Mason, Mason came away with a 16-7 victory to add to their GMC tally that is now 8-0 in the conference. Mason has wins over Sycamore 14-9. That's the presumed second place team in the conference. They're in the standings and will probably be there at the end. Finds Corcoran.
Really?
Ball is lost. And Aiden Lockery took a pretty nasty hit from the stick. It looks like we will have a slash. Looks like it is on number 2, Hayden Bunch, a very talented defender. It'll be a West man up for 1 minute. See if West can give this game its first tally. West working it around.
We will go to New York.
Up to Corcoran. This West man up has not quite found its feet throughout this season. A man up opportunity is better than an even one nonetheless. And it's knocked down. Ennis gets it. Shoots, save. Chase Harpold, a great one. And another chance. Goes just wide of the cage. Backed up by Deemer. Aiden Lowry getting checked out by the trainer on the sideline after taking that hit, as the shot from Noah Dean is saved by Harpold. Chase Harpold has not faced very many shots this season. He has the lowest amount of saves of any of the 6 main starters in this conference. Uh-oh. Saved! Ethan Peters turns away. Great chance for Aiden Huss. And now it's with Mason. And we're back even. Mason trying to break the seal. We're through almost half of the first quarter with no score. And West has gone offsides. Looks like Aiden Lowry got caught off. Or excuse me, not Aiden Lowry. I believe that was Noah Dean. Excuse me, Aiden's still on the sideline after taking that slash. So it'll be a Mason man up for 30 seconds for the technical offside penalty. See if Mason can add on. Good ball movement. Looks to feed the crease. Ball's down, picked up by Nate Mobley. Mobley running up, gets bumped by Jacob Lupinski. And the ball's flipped back, and it'll be Mason ball. Shot, score! And a Mason goal. Finn Albers gives Mason their first. Took over half the quarter. And timeout called by West. Was struggling to get an LSM out on to the field for the face-off. So we'll be back with you for the final 5 minutes, 40 seconds of this first quarter. And we're back for the face-off. Miser at the X. And it'll be West ball. Colin Young went early, as I said. Mason likes a two-man rotation at the face-off. Joseph has it, lost it initially, now dumps it off to a offensive midi, Tyler Hall. Tyler Hall has had a spectacular season. 10 goals, 28 assists for the number one mark. Ball's turned over there, though. And Mason storming downfield. Big shot saved. Ethan Peters gobbles up the shot from Eli Natorp. And ball goes to Nate Mobley. Nate Mobley. Pass over. Ball's down. It's picked up. A little surprised Mobley didn't go for that shot. Oh, and nearly intercepted by Brady Pittman, but it's coming down with Jacob Lupinski. Jacob and Tyler Lupinski, two brothers, have both had great seasons. Tyler with 31 goals for number 5 in the conference, and he also has 11 assists. Jacob has 22 goals and 27 assists, second in the conference behind your own Tyler Hall. Dodge coming from Peter Marietta. Feeds to the middle to Natorp. Outside shot, no good. And Egbert can't corral it, but saves it from going out of bounds. Ethan Peters over to Luke Prohaska. Luke Prohaska gets the ball checked out of his stick, and it's a 2-on-1 for Mason, and scores. A goal for Jeffrey Pitcher puts the Comets ahead 2-0 in this first quarter. Luke Prohaska was looking to take it up by himself and just got the ball checked out of his stick, and then it was a 2-on-1, which is not going to go the way of the defense very often. Kaiser Wilhelm on the wing for the Mason face-off. That's got to be a member of the all-name team right there. Picked up by Miser. Jackson Miser swings it all the way over to Jake Zanoni. Zanoni down to Corcoran. Now West gets on their chosen offensive personnel. Cole Lewis has the ball now from Tyler Hall. Brody Herman swings it to Deemer behind. Deemer guarded by Alex Brown, the junior defenseman. Noah Dean has it, looking to take Carson Hendy. Outside shot right to the stick of the Mason goalie. Harpole trying to clear it, and he takes it over. Egbert in defense on Quinn Riley. Mason ball now looking to add to their 2-goal lead. Ball with Jacob Anderson. Mason just swinging it around. Dodge coming now for Jacob Anderson. Pick is set. Brings it back to X. Another Dodge looking to take Brady Pittman. Feeds to the middle, but his stick's down. And a garbage man goal for Eli Natorp extends the lead to 3. Feed to the crease got knocked down by the West defense, but Natorp was there with the quick play, good instincts, gets his first goal of the night to extend this Mason lead to 3-0. Back at the X. Kicked out by Mobley. It's a race to the sideline. Greg Joseph scoops it and steps out of bounds. Ref got confused there, but it's going with Mason. Mason looking to extend their 3-goal lead. West defense looking to stop the bleeding. Could be a lot worse here, playing a team as talented as the Comets, but they will definitely want to slow it down a little bit. Pick on the left. A switch comes. Natorp with a shorty matchup and dunks it in. Eli Natorp, not a guy the Firebirds want on a shorty matchup. Beat Aiden Lowry over the top, especially Firebirds don't want him on a shorty that's a little hurt. Natorp, with his 2 goals tonight, has 38 on the season and 17 assists, both towards the top of the conference. In those stats, he is a special player for sure. Scooped up by Miser. Still has it. And Cole Lewis passes a little hard for having his target be so close. Ball still loose. Who's going to pick it up? Zanoni over to Herman, and Herman backs it out. He's getting harassed by Gus Kleeman. And Cole Lewis rips from outside, much to the dismay of Coach Vanny. He wanted the offense to get a settled possession, and saved by Peters. And that is your first quarter, folks. The Comets are leading your Firebirds by a score of 4-0. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes for the second quarter. And welcome back to the second quarter. We are going to have a full-time serving penalty on the Comets for an illegal stick. So your Firebirds will be man up looking to get their first tally of the night. Firebirds can score as much as they want in this time and will remain man up. And there we go. The goal for Clayton Annis gets the Firebirds their first tally of the night. That illegal stick penalty is on junior midfielder Tyler Lupinski. So the Firebirds will remain man up here after scoring that goal from Clayton. And Firebirds got to get the ball back quick here. Don't want to let the Comets ice this penalty. And timeout called for Mason. So Mason will try and set up their ideal team to ice this penalty. We'll be back with you in just a moment for the next 11:27 of the second quarter and the remainder of this West Man Up. And welcome back, Firebirds double teaming the ball. We have recently received news that the Lakota East Thunderhawks are currently up 6-3 in an out-of-conference matchup against the Kings Knights. And the Comets, and shot goes just wide. That was, I believe, Jeffrey Pitcher running around. Or excuse me, not Pitcher. That was Finn Albers running around trying to get a shot off. Cooper McKnight in defense against Cameron Edzall. Playing some good defense against the big-bodied midfielder. And this 2-minute unreleasable penalty is just getting iced away by the Comets. A great opportunity for the Firebirds to cut into this lead, and they get one. Can't be upset, but they would love to have the ball here and have a chance to add. And, man, that is a tough one for the Firebirds to take. That's Peter Marietta, the fourth Comet, with a goal tonight. Extends the Mason lead to 5-1. Like I said, tough for the Firebirds. Nice to get that goal, but you get a 2-minute unreleasable man-up opportunity, and you go 1-1. It's a rough one for West to take. It's one forward by Miser, and no off-ball infraction called on Tristan Newhouse. I thought they would call one. Brady Pittman misses the ground ball. Had a chance to get West an offensive possession. Dodge coming. Feed up to the top, a little bounce pass to Lipinski. Lipinski gets it back. Guarded by Carson Egbert. He's got it in one hand, a little one-handed underhand. And, oh man. Can't let that one happen if you're West. That's Aiden Huss. Extends it to 6-1 for the Comets. Face dodging through the whole West defense to extend the lead and get his first tally of the night. If you're the Firebirds here, you really just need to get some more shots off, I think. Chase Harpold, he's no slouch in goal, but his save percent is not among the top in the GMC. Granted, he hasn't faced a whole lot of shots due to his stellar defense. Pass over to Dean. Dean to Jabril Hartford, who drops it, scoops it back up. He's got to get rid of it. He does. It's to Deemer, but the check comes from Alex Brown, and a quick turnover gets it back on the West defensive side. Ball up top with Jacob Lupinski. Over with Marietta now. Marietta dodging on a short stick. Outside shot comes and goes wide. Big outside shot from Lupinski. And the Firebirds looked like they dropped into a bit of a zone, but left the top guy open. So it is another goal, and Jacob Lupinski gets one for the Comets to extend it to 7-1.
Go, Brady.
A new man at the face-off for the Firebirds. It's Cole Lewis. And Mason with another possession. The Comets have just dominated time of possession today. It's felt like outside of those first maybe 5 minutes of the game, where it was pretty back and forth, it's felt like Mason has had it the whole time. A pick is set for Albers. Dodge comes. Prohaska in defense. was looking for a little over-the-head check, but Prohaska couldn't hit it. Now a dodge for Cameron Edsel.
Come on, Brett, yes!
He's guarded by Brady Pittman. Somebody lost their mouthpiece. Not sure who. Whoever that is, got to make sure they get it. If the refs feel like it, they can call a penalty for that. Feed to the middle. Not hauled in. And it's still getting pushed out towards the sideline. That's Aiden Huss. Has one goal tonight. Couldn't get another shot opportunity from the crease.
They like scooted it off, but I feel like that's Brady's. This is the green one. Yes, Carson.
Big shot from outside. Goes wide for Edsel. And a flag thrown. Shot goes over, and it's backed up by Jacob Anderson. I believe that'll be a delay of game penalty on restart, so a whistle from a ball out of bounds. You have to give the offensive player bringing the ball in a 5-yard space, so it'll be Nate Mobley in the box for 30 seconds for a delay of game technical. Now Ben Marsh checks in for the West man down unit. The Comets looking to stretch their 6-goal lead out to 7 in just this second quarter. Mason man up, very efficient. This team has some very good ball movement. Gets it around quick, and that's how you score on man up, is quick ball movement. Make that defense move and rotate, and you'll get an open shot. But the man up chance for the Comets ends, and it doesn't matter. It won't count towards the man-up stats, but Peter Marietta sends a howitzer from that top right side. Gets his second of the game. Even after those penalties are released, you really get, on a 30-second penalty, you really get about 32 or 33 seconds because you got to have that new guy coming in off the penalty to get in, mark up on a defender. And it's won by Newhouse, and Mason will sit back and defend. For a little GMC update, the Lakota East Thunderhawks are currently up 8-3 at halftime on Kings. A team that West has already won. So trying to even the resumes between the two teams that will play this Friday at Lakota East. Show up and show out for your Firebirds. And a very dangerous shot hails in from Quinn Riley, but it bounces off the top crossbar. Just about an inch lower, and that would have been a filthy shot. Pass up to Prohaska on the clear. Prohaska tried a little underhand pass, and it evaded two teammates. So it'll be Mason possession yet again. Marietta wanted a shot, but lost his angle. Shot, score. That's Tyler Lupinski. Both of the Lupinski brothers have got a goal. West has got to get a face-off win here, and it'll be a timeout for your Firebirds. Coach Reed wants to calm his guys down here, down by a big score, settle in, and cruise through these last 3 minutes of the second quarter without getting down any worse. We'll be back with you in just a few moments for the last 3 minutes. And welcome back. West dropping into a two-pole look with Jabril Hartford taking the face-offs and Jake Zanoni on his wing. And Hartford kicks the ball out and it's scooped up by Lowry. So Jabril Hartford gets the face-off win. Lowry spins. And a nice pass to Tyler Hall, who will back out, guarded by Gus Kleeman. West with their first possession in what feels like an eternity. Herman somehow still has the ball. Swings it over to Dean. Dean back there to, I believe that is Wes Allen behind the goal. Noah Dean dodging from about that 20-yard line. He'll actually cut down behind the goal, inverting on a shorty. Dodges to his right. Stumbling. Passes. It's dropped by Brody Herman. Hayden Bunch missed. Good ball movement. And Cooper Corcoran gets clocked in the face, but no call from these refs.
1 minute.
And Prohaska scoops it up. He's coming the other way. He had a pole goal the last time they played Mason. Herman shoots just wide left. Backed up by Wes Allen. We've got just under 50 seconds. See if West can cut into this lead. Oh, almost sent away by Brody Herman. Now it's Tyler Hall inverting on Kaiser Wilhelm. Dodges to his left, rolls back. Feeds to Herman. Herman shoots, save. Chase Harpold, a great save on the low shot from Brody Herman. Short time here as we get to about 10 seconds left. And Harpold throws it out of bounds. 4 seconds left. And four seconds left here. We'll see what Cole Lewis can do. And Prohaska sent it to the goal, but it's deflected by Emerson Bake in front of the goal. So we will head to half here. Your Firebirds with some work to do, down 1-9 after the first 24 minutes. We'll be back with you in 10 minutes for the third quarter.
Coming at you.
And welcome back. We've got some second half action for you. The Firebirds looking to mount an unforeseen comeback on the Comets. And it's picked up by Joseph. Nice pass out to Jake Zanoni. Tyler Hull dodges to his right. He's guarded by Edsel. Pass up, outside shot, and it's good. The second of the night for the junior Clayton Annis. Cuts the Comets' lead to 7. And they'll say Miser went early, so it'll be Comets ball. Picked up by Pete Marietta. See if the Firebirds can make a stand here and keep this Mason lead at just 7. Dodge down the alley. Swung back to X. Nice pick. Saved. That's all Ethan Peters. Shot like that, low angle, high to high. Ethan will eat that one up every time. Peters this season has 146 saves, number 2 in the conference, and a 57% save percentage. And Egbert loses his stick. It'll be Mason ball. Jacob Lupinski was looking for the quick restart, but refs made him sit back for a second. Now it's Jeffrey Pitcher, the short stick matchup. Inverts to X, guarded by Greg Joseph. Prohaska switches onto him. Step down shot, saved. Ethan Peters denies the shot from Jacob Lupinski. And an ill-advised pass for Peters goes over the outstretched stick of Nathan Mobley. Dodge coming. It's Marietta on McKnight. Shot wide.
Marietta just off the mark. Backed up by Comet.
The lefty rip from Marietta. Couldn't find the goal. Now it's with Pitcher behind the goal. Inverted again on Joseph. Joseph throws a jumping check. Can't get the ball out of Pitcher's stick. Step down, and it's good. That is Tyler Lupinski. A shot with some great velocity there. That is Lupinski's 33rd on the season. It'll be the freshman Jabril Hartford at the X again. Clamp is won by Young, and he scoops it out to himself, but pass goes awry. Now it's with the pull, Gus Kleeman. Passes it over, and Mason will settle it down. Now it's with Aiden Huss. The Comets swinging it around. Dodge coming from Edsel. Shot goes wide. Edsel's shot is backed up by Finn Albers. Ball's up top, dodge coming from pitcher. Rolls back, he's guarded by Pittman. Slide comes from Hartford. Feeds up. Can't get it, but it's scooped up by Edsel. Oh! Jabril Hartford lays a insane hit on Jacob Anderson, and he will be taking a knee in the box. Anderson set a pick, and Hartford just helmet to helmet crushed him. That'll be an illegal body check called on Hartford. Now, you are allowed to run through a pick if the refs deem that you didn't see it. I think that it was pretty obvious that Hartford looked over and saw Anderson and elected to try and run him over. Now the Comets man up, back to work. When you look at this off-ball movement by Mason, it is very impressive the way they're able to move the ball. Looks like I jinxed him. Pass hits the ground for Peter Marietta. Outside shot, and it's good. Tyler Lupinski gets the hat trick for the Comets and extends the lead to 11-2.
Meisner steal on the faceoff this time, brought to you by the Lacrosse.
And this west sideline is pretty dead quiet, folks. This is a tough matchup for the Firebirds. A loss here tonight will bring them to 500 on the season as well as 500 in the GMC. Pass goes wide of Greg Joseph. Passes it up, but it's intercepted. Checked from behind. Uh-oh. Oh, and that ball's all over the ground. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Firebird possession. That ball scooted along the ground for about 50 yards in total. Overpass to Egbert. Bounces low. Prohaska is not happy with Carson Egbert, presumably for not chasing that ball as it went out of bounds. Albers has it behind, guarded by Carson Egbert. And a roll for Edsel. And the pass for Jeremy Perrin, no good. It'll be over and back, West possession. And a quick restart for Jake Zanoni. Shot, score! Brody Herman gets another for the Firebirds. It's his second, or excuse me, it is his first. Clayton had the Firebirds' first two. Another update on that East game. The Thunderhawks are currently up 9-4 at the end of the third quarter. So it looks like they may jump West in the standings. I'm not totally sure how those standings look, but I know that East and West are pretty much neck and neck. And a nice one-handed ground ball from Greg Joseph. It's with Nate Mobley now. Mobley got to find a pass. And behind the back pass there from Kaiser Wilhelm. Didn't exactly hit his target, but it ended up working out. Mason gets the ground ball and another possession, trying to extend their lead to 9 here, a little over halfway through this third. And deflected in the middle by Big Luke Prohaska. Tyler Hall now getting harassed. There's 4 black jerseys around him. And they'll call a loose ball push. It's Firebird ball. So Hall does a good job holding his own against 4 Mason defenders. Or really 2 Mason attackmen, 2 middies. And ball is dropped by Noah Dean. And the Firebirds' turnover woes continue. Moves it up to the middle. And shot is deflected. Noah Dean subs out through the midline. Gets Brady Pittman, the defensive midi, in. We've got Danny Bellergeau in there. And the shot is in for Tyler Lipinski, his 4th of the night. A nice shot there, low to high. That's the way to beat Ethan Peters. It's not easy to do whatsoever, but put a little deception on the shot and you are more likely to get the goal. You get the low to low or high to high, and he eats it up every time. Scooped up by Zanoni. Still has the ball somehow. And timeout called. The nice one from Coach Reed keeps the Firebird possession. So we've got 4:07 left in this third quarter. Your Firebirds down 3-12, trying to cut into it in just a few moments. And welcome back. And whoa, ball's way up in the air. Mason causes another turnover. Thought Jacob Lipinski might load up for a dodge there. Try and outscore his brother Tyler. Tyler's currently got 4 to Jacob's 1. Edsel with it. Shot goes just wide for Jacob Lipinski. Pitcher has it. Swings it up to Huss. Jabril Hartford gets called for a frankly questionable penalty. I thought that was a pretty clean hit, but Hartford will be going into the box for the second time tonight. Not exactly what you want if you're Coach Reed from the freshman coming up from JV. But personally, I think that was a pretty clean hit. Pass to Edsel, guarded by Lowry. Dodge. Fed it to Finn Albers in the middle, and it's no good. And it's an over and back on the Comets. But they will call a trip on Jabril Hartford, so the Firebirds will go man down in front of this beautiful Monday night backdrop.
Penalty against Lakota West. Now with the man-up situation.
See if the Mason man-up can add one more. Feet over, it's knocked down by Mobley, but scooped up by Pete Marietta. Pass almost goes out of bounds, but it's corralled by Tyler Lipinski, who gets it, and saved by Ethan. Shot, score! That's Eli Natorp getting the hat trick. Haven't seen a lot of them tonight. They've kept their prize possession over on the sideline for the most part with a big lead. But Natorp still with a hat trick tonight. That's his 39th on the season. Not enough to get him above that number 3 spot in the conference, which number 1 belongs to Ryan Lynn over at Sycamore. Number 2 is Owen Edkins at East. Both big, powerful attackmen, very talented players, as well as Natorp. Shot saved by Ethan. Short time here in the third. See if the Firebirds can add a quick one. Pass to Zanoni. No good. And the Comets have a chance to add one more. Passes high. No good. So we will head to the end of the third quarter. 12 minutes left to play. And the Firebirds will need a miracle to come back down 3-13. We will be with you in just about 2 minutes for the fourth quarter. And we've got a beautiful view of the sunset over those visiting stands as we open the fourth quarter. It's Miser up against Tommy Sparling, I believe. Miser wins it. And, geez, Cooper Corcoran getting harassed in the middle by 10 or 11. 10 or 11, a very talented defender, the senior. Haven't had to call his name a whole lot because he is quite an eraser. He will be continuing his lacrosse career at Towson University. The Towson Tigers will be playing in the NCAA tournament in just a few weeks as Clayton Ennis gets a hat trick. Make it 4-13. Clayton been the bright spot for this struggling Firebirds team. You can see some of the backups checking in for the Comets. And it's a rough look for Cooper McKnight. One straight back to him by Jackson Miser, but Cooper couldn't corral it. Up with Jeremy Perrin. He's guarded by Aiden Lowry. High pass up to Aiden Huss. Already has one tonight. Pass is up and saved from going out of bounds by Quinn Riley. Riley up to pitcher. Pitcher looking to get a dodge for Quinn Riley. He'll dodge, feed it back. It's on the ground. Jeffrey pitcher goes lefty and shoots wide right. It'll be picked up behind by Huss. Guarded by Josh Allen. Shot outside. Granny goal there. Prohaska had a fast break chance but drops the ball. Still moving up. A little hezzy and a nice pass to Cooper McKnight. And it's settled down now with Wes Allen behind the cage. Had a pair of brothers on the field for a minute with the sophomore Wes at attack and the senior Josh at defense. Dodge from Tyler Hall. Has a step. He's backed up. Shot. Saved by a new goalie in the cage. According to the numbers, that is Lincoln Schaefer. I'm not 100% sure if that's correct, as Schaefer is listed as a midfielder. And it was a goal for Mason, but it is wiped away. I believe that may have been Jacob Lupinski, but it's a timeout for the Comets, so we will be back with you in just a minute for the last 8:51 of the fourth quarter. And welcome back.
First time in school, Dave. Nice. So early too. Yeah.
And shot and score for the Comets. Extends the lead back to 10. Not sure who that was for the moment. That was Jacob Lipinski. So extends the lead back to 10 for the Comets. One by Miser. Four Comets close to him. Passed over to Lowry. Wanted a shot, but backed away by Jared Council. Now it's with Annis, guarded by Wilhelm. Wilhelm loses a step. Over to Corcoran. Shoots just high. Backed up by Wes Allen. Allen passes to Lewis. Lewis to Dean. Clayton looking to add to his 3-goal total. Rolls back. Shoots. Saved by Schaefer. Intercepted by Clayton Annis. Feeded to the middle. No good. And a nice outlet pass by Schaefer. That's my best guess as to who it is. The JV and varsity Mason teams do have a plethora of duplicate numbers, and I do not have a JV roster, so I'm making my best guesses. Prohaska throws a little underhand. And Brady Pittman, excuse me. Gets pushed. And then there's a second flag. So I believe that will be Stephen Steele in the box for a push with possession. That is a 30-second technical. And then it's an illegal body check on Tyler Lupinski. That's a 1-minute penalty. So the Firebirds will be 2 men up for 30 seconds, and then they will have 1 man up afterwards. Now, I thought there were 2 penalties that they called there. But it looks like it will only be 1 man down. It's interesting there. That ref definitely announced 2 penalties. Then up to Hall. Hall to Corcoran. Corcoran to Deemer. Deemer back to Corcoran. Good ball movement to the middle. Dean, Corcoran, working it through the top here. Shot. Nice save by Schaefer. But it's scooped up by Corcoran, and he scores. Cooper Corcoran gets his first tally of the night. That is Corcoran's 22nd on the season, currently in 10th place in the conference. Not sure where that 22nd goal puts him in the standings. Maybe bump him up to 9th. So that will end the West man up. Still not totally sure what happened there. I thought there were 2 penalties, but wrong I was. And the face-off won by Steven Steele. Pass goes awry. Firebird ball. Prohaska flips it over to Peters. Peters up to Joseph. Joseph's pass for Annis is low. And it's going back for the Comets. Long pass over to Mason Stump. Now in the middle with Edsel. With Suvan Guduru. Jacob Lupinski running down. Big shot from outside, saved by Peters. Scooped up by Allen. Ball's on the ground. Looks like it's possessed by Parker Vaughn. Pass goes high. With Herman. Herman passes to Deemer, but ball goes down. No loose ball push. Ball with Huss now. Pass to the middle. No good. Perrin thought he had it in his stick, but he did not. Shot saved by Peters. Lowry has it. Trying to use his speed to get up. And a long pass is scooped back up by the Comets. Tanner Levin has it. He loses it. Mobley, can he score? Oh, and Nate Mobley had a chance to get a pull goal. And a nice check there from Tyler Hall. And it's Firebird ball. Timeout called by Coach Reed. So we've got about 2.5 minutes remaining in this one. Your Firebirds down 5-14. We'll be back with you in just a few moments. Welcome back. Firebirds have possession. Noah Dean has it. No goals tonight, and he'll check off. Dean this season leads the Firebirds in goals with 24, number 8 in the conference. 3 assists. Definitely a shoot-first player. Herman shoots wide.
Shot from Herman wide left.
Herman. Looked like he maybe wanted another shot, but passes out of it. Long skip pass to Annis. Had a lot of velocity on it, but it is saved by Grayson Adkins, a third goalie in the game for the Comets. Shot outside. It's good. Cooper Corcoran gets his second.
Cooper Corcoran.
So the Firebirds up to 6 goals.
The end of the week is loaded. Thursday, May 8th, the boys play the Fairfield, 6 p.m. Varsity only on that one. And then Friday, May 9th, at Lakota East, 5:30 and 7:00.
And one straight back for Miser, but not scooped up by Zanoni. Ball's loose. Crease violation on the Comets. Outlet by Prohaska, and Zanoni got a little case of the yips right now. He misses 2. Oh, man. Firebirds can't get it going at the moment. It's Mason Ball. Excuse us for the technical difficulties. Ready? Another timeout called by Coach Reed. 44 seconds left. Coach wants to add one more to the tally. So we'll be back with you in just a few moments for your final about 40 seconds of this one. Welcome back. We've got just over 30 seconds left. Firebirds looking to add one more goal. Spin shot from Brody Herman goes wide. And the closing seconds of this game, it's turned over by Liam Deemer. And it looks like we've just about got a final here, folks. it'll be your Firebirds 6 and the Mason Comets 14. There we go. The final horn sounds. And your Firebirds will fall to an 8-8 overall record, 4-4 in the conference, a perfect 500. The Comets will rise to a 13-3 record and continue their undefeated streak in the GMC up to 9-0. Thank you for joining us here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting, and we will see you next time.